Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach Todd.
And Coach Alicia.
And we're from NC Fit Club. And we've been talking about doing a supplements video for a while. And we finally got around to it. Let me just say this up front. We are not experts on nutrition or supplements. We ask a lot of questions from a lot of people who know what they're talking about. And we take what we get from them and then we come up with what works for us. I encourage you to do the same thing. You may have better stuff than us, and that's fine. We're only telling you what works for us and what we do because people have asked us, and so that's why we're going to do this video. Starts off, beginning of the day for me, Shakeology. You use Shakeology as well.
I do use Shakeology. Since I started the Asylum, I've been drinking it at night. It's one of those things where I'm hungry right before I go to bed, so I feel like I need something, and this works for me. I mix mine with ice water, can drink it just fine.
Yeah, and she drinks it, like, if you're on these programs, your metabolism's really high, this is great for right before you go to bed. You can drink this more than once a day. There's Shakeology cleanses, there's all kinds of stuff. I do it in the morning with almond milk for breakfast, and that's what I do. And if you want, and if you decide you want to try this and you buy it from us, we'll send you a little bit of free something. But you got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can use the whole bag. You don't like it, get your money back. Pre-workout formula. This is the new E&E that Beachbody has released a couple of weeks ago. I also have used Assault, which is by a company called Muscle Farm. We both love Assault. Okay, it's not bitter. It's easy to drink. It doesn't have any aftertaste or powdery effect or any of that stuff. It's pretty powerful stuff. So when I went from Assault to the E&E, it was a little bit of a mix. It was a little bit of a change. Beachbody formulated this to be a little bit safer than what's on the market. Now, I haven't really, we just started getting this stuff, so I want to do a comparison between these two. This is probably has less additives to it, less junk in it, so it's probably a little bit safer for you. I don't know that it is as strong as some of the stuff that you'll buy out there on the market or at stores, but I think if you're new to working out and you don't normally take pre-workout formulas, I think this will do wonders for you. This will be fine. Some coaches have said that they've had to add more than this recommended amount is 2 scoops. Some people do 3 and 4 scoops. I will say, and she's going to talk about this in just a second, the more, if you do 3 or 4 scoops, the taste is a little bit better. If you only do 2 scoops, it can be bitter. I
like this. I've only done 2 scoops, and the taste is not 100% for me. I like the way that Assault tastes better, but I've only tried to mix it with water. I thought about mixing it with maybe just a little bit of orange juice to see if that helped. I just haven't tried that yet, so we can get back with you on that. But I like it. I feel like it works as a pre-workout. It gives you the energy you need to make it through your workouts. The taste is just
it's lemon lime, and if you mix it, it's just got a little bit of a kick to it. I'm just being honest with you, but I think it's a good pre-workout formula. I'm not dissing it. I like the Assault, but I also have used this. This is smaller, easier for me to travel with. I haven't seen any drop off when I've used this. So this is something you could try for pre-workout. Post-workout. By far, I have been using this stuff ever since before I became a coach. When I first started with Power 90 and P90X, I used to call it the P90X crack because it is. It is. If you're doing Insanity, P90X, Asylum, and you're sore and you're not using this will help you with that. This is amazing. If people ask me what are 2 supplements that you, if I can only do 2 things, what would you recommend? It's the Shakeology and this. Absolutely, by far.
For sure, yeah. I mean, this tastes great. Just really keeps you from being sore the next day, by far. Like, I've worked out really, really hard and not drank it, and have felt it just crazy the next couple of days. But this is awesome. And they
reformulated this about a year or so ago. Got rid of all the high fructose corn syrup. It's a lot better for you. I would put this up against any post-workout drink out there by far. No questions asked. Whey protein. We both drink whey protein on days that we do resistance. Well, I do it on days I do resistance training. She does it sometimes if her protein is low. So
I mainly do it in the morning. I try to get my protein up in the morning, and that's why I've been doing. And Shakeology has a lot of protein. I just do my Shakeology at night. So in the morning, I will drink this. I'll eat some eggs, eat some egg whites, and just try to really get my day started off with a lot of protein.
And this is the Beachbody Whey Protein Powder. I believe it's a grade 7, which is a really high, which I think is one of the highest quality grade whey protein that you can get.
And it tastes good. I've mixed it with both water and with almond milk, and I love it.
Yeah, so that's a really good whey protein. Okay, so vitamins. things that I do outside of Shakeology. Now, let me say this real quick. Shakeology does have a daily supply of vitamins. When you're going through strenuous workouts, it is okay to take a multivitamin along with Shakeology because your body's getting beat up pretty bad by programs like P90X, P90X2, Insanity, the Asylum. So for me, I've been using the P90X vitamins for years, but even before Shakeology, and I've continued to use them. I do my Shakeology in the morning, I do these at night. The P90X vitamins are great. They're especially for athletic men or women if you're doing extreme athletic programs. And then Alicia does...
I don't take the P90X vitamins, but I do take the Activit. 2 of these a day. I mainly try to take them around lunchtime. It's just, I don't like to drink a whole lot of water at night with a bunch of vitamins before I go to bed, because obviously, for reasons.
I know it feels like we just keep coming out with more bottles, but alright. I also do the joint support formula with the glucosamine from Beachbody. I also do the omega-3s every day. I take 3 of these. And especially during the fall and winter times of the year, I do the Herbal Immune Boost just because everybody's getting sick. I don't know if this is why I don't get sick. I'm sure Shakeology has something to do with it as well, but this is just a little added bonus that I take to try to help fight off the colds and the flus and that kind of stuff. You take them too?
Yeah, I do take those, and I like them.
And last but not least, this is not a Beachbody product, but I do take creatine on the days that I lift weights, and this is a brand that I buy from a store called Health Nuts here in Charlotte. I went to a boot camp that Tony Horton put on about 3 years ago. And when I got there, there were a bunch of guys there that were like ripped and shredded, and I had decent results and lost weight, but I didn't have the same results that these guys were having. So I actually walked up to Tony and I said, look, what is it that I'm not doing? First and foremost, the most important part was my diet. I had to clean my diet up a lot. He also told me that on days that he does resistance training, he would do creatine. So I was like, okay. So then I started taking the creatine, and I started noticing more muscle building in my physique that I didn't have before, thanks to the creatine and making sure I've had enough protein in my diet and that kind of stuff. So that's why I mix that in. She doesn't take it, though.
No, but the Results and Recovery formula has a little bit of creatine in it.
Trace amounts.
A little bit of creatine in it, and I know you can get creatine from food. So I choose not to take the creatine. At one point I did, and for me, I didn't like to take it.
Let me tell you why. A lot of women don't like creatine because it can make you retain water, which is the purpose of creatine. It helps your muscles retain water and fight off that lactic acid to help you, that kind of stuff. This type of creatine that I bought, I finally found a brand that I like. It's called Crealkaline. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, this is actually a really good quality creatine that does not cause you to bloat. So she hasn't tried this.
I haven't tried it. That was the problem I was having with the other ones, is I felt bloated the next day. I felt very just...
Yeah, water retention. So this one doesn't seem to have that problem. And I guess that's about it. That's basically what we do. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you may not agree with what we do, and that's cool. It is what works for us. Take what we do and find what works for you, and if 1 or 2 pieces of this make sense to you, then great, go for it. If you've got questions, reach out to us. If you want any of the Beachbody products, you can get them from us. Our coaching to you is free and available all the time. You guys can reach out to us at any time. ncfitclub.net, info@ncfitclub.net. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, guys. See you later.